Hi friend, today is snowy and cold, and because of that it's a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more slow. And so today is the day where I'm gonna finally get an opportunity to sit down and read for more than a few minutes. I really would like to read this. I've read a few pages of this and I'm already really attached because this author is very humorous. She has very dark humor, but at the same time she's looking at life and death in a very beautiful, real, raw way, but also kind of putting in dark humor. And so I'm really excited for it. The only reason I haven't finished it is because, like I said, this is the first time in a while that I've actually gotten to just sit down and read and breathe. So I'm really excited. And then if I have time, I'd like to finish the Hank Green book that I'm reading. I'm a few chapters in. I'm really enjoying it. It's very interesting. It's all about how what you put on the internet stays on the internet and anyone can see it. And it's also about how people get fame on social media regardless if they want it or not, just because they put something up. And it also kind of focuses on how one person can put something up and another person can put the same exact thing up, and one of them's gonna get famous and the other one's not gonna get any attention. So it's really interesting because it's talking about who gets famous on the internet and why, and what to do when you suddenly become famous when you're not expecting that fame. And it's told through the lens of this art piece, or at least for right now all we know is that they're considering it an art piece. And I have some doubts about if it's just an art piece, but yeah, it's really interesting, showing different perspectives of fame and different types of fame. And yes, it's mostly focusing on getting famous on the internet, but it's also talking about other types of fame as well, and how people react to people who have fame versus people that don't. Like I said, very interesting. I just haven't gotten to finish it. And then if I have extra time, I'm probably going to pick up a cozy mystery or a pirate book, knowing myself. But we'll see. Because the first book I'm really invested in. Like I said, I'm really attached to it already, and I'm only 4 or 5 pages in. And so I kind of want to take notes and do my own research and make another video on it. And so because of that, I know it's going to probably take longer to actually read. So I'm really hoping I have time to read other things. But if I only got that one book done, I'd be very, very happy. We'll see. Anyway, let's do the thing. Hi friend. So last time I saw you, I was telling you how I finally had more than a few minutes to read, and then I could just sit down and read and breathe and life would be wonderful, right? Unfortunately, as soon as I said that, as soon as I was done with that clip, I suddenly had a bathroom to clean and work to do. And yeah, so we're gonna try that again. But of course, now I'm scared to say anything about I have all this time, right? Because apparently, as soon as I say something like that, we're trying this again. I have these 2 books that I am interested in reading, and we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna start with this one. is being interviewed on a television, like, nighttime talk show. And they're talking about the art piece they found. Because they were just out walking home from work one night and they ran into this art piece, and then they videotaped themselves talking about the art piece, put that online, and now they're being interviewed by a like a nighttime talk show. When you're faced with something you don't understand, I think the most natural thing, but also the least interesting thing you can be, is afraid. I say, and then I change the subject because I'm bored and pretentious. Does anyone else think Carla's beautiful? You actually do pre-interviews with these people. They tell you the questions they're going to ask. They even sometimes pre-write jokes for you so you don't come off looking like a total doof. The hosts are great at improvising, but guests usually aren't, so they want you to keep to the script. If you look at the tape, you can actually see Andy's eyes get big when I ask that question. He's panicking. Pat doesn't bat an eye. Maybe when the light hits him just right. The audience laughs. I just mean, even if it was done for marketing, they are remarkable sculptures. It is easy to forget how much time goes into things like designing giant fighting robots for movies. It feels cookie cutter, but thousands of person hours go into their creation. We love them because they're beautiful, and they're beautiful because of hard work.